I was a big fish in a small, clear stream, where every move was sharp and clean. I knew the waters shallow and wide, swimming with ease, nothing to hide. But now I'm tossed in a vast deep sea, where all the fish swim faster than me. The waves are high, the current's strong, and suddenly everything feels so wrong. But maybe here I'll learn to grow. In deeper waters, who knows what I'll know. Though small for now, I'll find my way. For even little fish have their big day.
This one was completely my fault.
What a great way to wake up in the morning. The only thing I need now is a cup of coffee. So good.
Go away. Oh no, really good with this. Oh my god. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that was a mistake. Go away. Oh dear. No, get out my van. Do you mind? Oh, Jesus wept. Shoo! Shoo! Nope. Up. Shoo! Shoo! Goodness. At least they scare easily.
After a long day of riding yesterday, I decided to set up camp right here, at the top of the Pyrenees. It wasn't part of the original plan, but the way the golden light was hitting the peaks, it just felt like the perfect spot to rest before heading onto the Tet Trail the next day. The air up here was crisp and the views were unreal.
Hey Sprocketeers, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Safi Sprocket and today we are at the top of the Pyrenees Mountains. We are on the French border and guys, this is an amazing view to wake up to.
I had woken up bright and early that morning, ready to tackle the next part of my adventure, the Tet Trail in the Pyrenees. But before I could even think about that, I had to ride down the mountain first. And let me tell you, that was an experience in itself.
Is there a road here? It doesn't look like it. Ah, there is. Okay. This is why we were getting confused. This is the road I came up. Right. So this is the mountain that I slept on top of last night. It was so ridiculously hot because all the heat was rising from the valley and it was just like so boiling hot in my van. I never thought I'd say it, but yeah. But this fog is making me chilly. I'm not sure if you can see how foggy it is up ahead, but it's pretty foggy. Oh yeah, okay. Going through the foggy mountain at like 10 miles an hour. Gosh. Oh, it's so foggy. Oh, I wish I brought my over jacket. It is a very crisp, cool morning. I'm like debating whether I go get my jacket, because I know that the moment I hit the trails, I'll regret bringing it.
The morning air was cold, really cold, and thick. Damp fog had rolled in overnight, completely blanketing the path ahead. You couldn't see more than a few meters in front of you. Everything was soaked, from the bike to my gear, and it made the descent a little bit more tricky. The ride down felt like I was moving through a dream. Just me and the sound of the engine, the eerie, quiet world around me. It was one of those moments you really had to stay focused.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold! Oh, look at that fog! Holy moly! Jesus! Oh, I can't see a thing. I actually cannot see a thing. I'm going to put my fog lights on. Are they on? Okay, they're on. Holy... This mountain is so foggy. Holy cow. I can see about 3 meters ahead. Oh, my face is starting to freeze off. Welcome to the Pyrenees, guys. I call it the Pyrenees because you can only see your knees because it's that foggy. Oh gosh. Is this like the mist rising in the morning? This is madness. Oh, my nose is starting to run. Okay, it's getting a bit easier now. Oh, Jesus wept. It's just like a sea of white. I swear this road is a lot more fun in the afternoon. It's really damp. I just don't understand it. It was like such lovely weather yesterday. And when I came up here it was like boiling hot and I was just like, wow, what a great place to like stop. Maybe I'll just like stay here overnight. Oh. That wasn't the best coffee I've ever had, I'm going to be honest. But it was well needed.
After wrestling my way down the mountain through the fog, I figured I'd earned myself a little reward, and so first stop was coffee. And let me tell you, nothing tastes better than a hot cup of coffee after a morning like that, especially when you're about to tackle the Tet.
So we're nearly at the start of where we are heading to for today. Oh man, it's a little bit chillier today, I'm not gonna lie. But we're doing fine. I think it'll be fine once we get on the trails and I start heating up from fear.
Here's the thing they don't tell you. Trying to make your way onto the Tet mid-route is a bit like a treasure hunt, but without the treasure. I had my GPS, I had my map, and yet I was still riding a little bit in circles. It was like the trail was hiding from me. Every other road seemed to lead to a dead end or just lead me to someone's driveway. And in one instant, it even brought me back to where I started.
Rightio, ladies and gents. Apparently this is the start of today's ride, which is a bit confusing. But I guess we're starting on the road? I don't really know. Maybe it like descends into madness as we get further along. I guess there's only one way to find out. I think we're starting to go a little bit off the beaten track here. I'm hoping at least. I spent the morning riding around on roads. I don't actually want to spend the afternoon riding around them too. Yes! Look how beautiful it is. It's like riding for a storybook. wonder why we're not off-road though. I thought this was the off-road track. Oh, I thought they didn't care. Oh. Certainly looks like it, at least. My wish for today is for me to feel a little bit more confident by the end of today. That is my wish. And hopefully actually get some trails. Yep, this is what the sat nav says. I mean, I did complain, I was riding on the road, so I guess no more complaining now. Right, here we go. Day of trail riding. I need to kind of keep remembering to relax my hands. I'm reading a lot of the comments on my first ride that I posted, where I came off, and basically a lot of the feedback was I need to learn to pick the speed up. Speed equals stability. And it's really hard to do because in my head I never ride faster than I feel like I can do an emergency stop. That's the plan. But tree branch. But I guess I just need to kind of get used to it, I guess. One of the problems with learning to trail ride is when you're not very confident doing something, and I know a lot of you who maybe have just passed their bike test will probably know how I feel. When you're on a bike for a first time, it feels like you're going a lot faster than you are, you know? Everything is happening and your brain is trying to process everything. And as you kind of get used to the bike and it starts to become natural, and there's a lot of things that kind of start to become second nature almost, your brain stops analysing all of that stuff and it kind of disregards that information because it doesn't need to think, you know? Now, when you're learning something new, it's the same again. I'm learning to trail ride, and yes, I can ride a bike, but I'm learning to ride a bike all over again. Maybe I need to switch to the other side of the road. I keep getting hit with tree branches. I'm learning to ride a bike all over again, guys, and I'm having to concentrate a lot. And I know that I need to pick up the pace. I know that I need to, you know, add some little throttle to add the stability, but it's hard because everything feels like it's all happening so fast, you know? And my brain panics. It's hard. It's hard to feel like you're not in control, and this is such a spooky forest. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more confident, slowly but surely. I really hope I go back to England a lot more confident and sure of myself, but I definitely feel like I'm heading in the right direction. Oh my god, I'm really in the middle of nowhere. Oh gosh. So coming down this path, I've noticed that basically there is a lot of mud lean. So I just need to be a bit careful of that. Just because I know that this side of the path doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so we're going to expect some cracks in the road and a bit more gravel, I think, a bit of mud as well.
I had been riding around on the trails for a couple of hours by this point, and I decided that it was time to try something a little bit more trickier. Of course, that's a story for next week.
This one was completely my fault.